To those of our friends who are watching online. I know I saw Emma was on there, Grace Ryder was on there, so we got some girls. We might jump them into our girls discussion group. For those of you online, we did just this week start meeting in person again, but we will still be doing our online broadcast every week for the foreseeable future. So if you can't ever make it in person, or you're worried about maybe you got exposed to COVID, any number of things, you can still tune in to Lightco online. But we are super pumped to be back physically present after 2 weeks off. Guys, the good news. Are you ready for some really good news? I like good news. Good news, I never had the coronavirus. It was a false alarm. That's good stuff, right? Yes. So that's why we were meeting online. We were making sure that no one at Lightco was going to get COVID. And that's why we always take all of our safety precautions super serious, like hand sanitizing, socially distancing, and all that stuff. Rob, I have a question for you because I have some prizes to give out.
All right.
Who was the top king when the game ended in the higher ranking? Who was
the guy that said, "Isn't it time to go downstairs?" Eric!
Eric! Awesome. Eric, I have a Summer Swarm neck face covering for you. So that is for being the best Foursquare physically present.
Can I send it to the person who I dethroned, who's been there a long time?
You can do whatever you want with that.
All right.
Who's that for? Who is it, for Jack or is it for Josiah?
Josiah.
There we go. Josiah, well, nice job. Nice job. Got dethroned at the buzzer, but we still got you a, what are these called? I think these are Gator neck bands. And so these are super cool, guys. Remember, we had Swarm on the calendar earlier this year, and so we always order a whole bunch of stuff for Swarm. And so this Gator neck band was what we were going to give out to everyone at Swarm. Isn't that pretty cool? That's pretty sweet. It's got like the Swarm logo in it. It says Summer Swarm. So,
and it's every color.
And it's got all the colors. That's exactly why we did it like this. So if you want one of these, I do have some. We're going to give them out as prizes over the next couple of weeks, but you can buy one for $5 if you want. They're super cheap, but they're like a super cool way to rep Ginger Creek and Lightco and Swarm and all that stuff. So if you want one, come talk to me. I got you.
It doesn't have silver.
So it's kind of, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Jack. That's, yep.
You forgot the best team.
Man.
It has orange, so that it makes up for it.
So our high school orange team member representing is very, very happy his color made the cut. So guys, here's what we're going to do. We are going to do a guys against girls 50-50 game. So if you are watching online, you can click join the Zoom call and we'll start letting you in. If you are waiting in the waiting room, we'll let you in now. We don't want to let you in before because there's nothing going on. But we're about to play a game, all right? And here's how this game works. Yeah, you can let them in. And let me know when whoever gets in there, and we want to give them a shout out. So this side of the room is true, all right? What side is this room over here? True. Wow, Rob is ready. Rob is ready to go. What side is this room? Is this side of the room?
I have a prediction for that side.
That's true. What do you think this side of the room is?
Oh.
Wow, you guys are good. I love it. So, if you think the question is true, which side of the room are you going to go to?
The true side.
The true side. If you think the question is false, you're going to go to which side of the room?
Live seating side.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, if you are watching online, Sam is going to help you out. And you need to say in either the chat or in person, true or false. And we're going to get your answer tallied in with the rest of the team. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. All right? And we're going to change the point modifiers as we go. But starting out, every single person for your team that gets the answer true or false, whichever is the correct answer, gets 1 point for your team. The team with the most points wins. Any questions? Guys against
Guys and
girls.
girls, do we want, are we
1,
keeping
2,
points over
3,
here?
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, look at that. And 6 if both our leaders play. And then Rob, you'll help me. You want to help me keep score?
Yeah.
We've got our scoreboard right over here. Are you guys ready? We need our masks on. We need to be ready to go. We are playing fact or crap. Everybody can stand up. Masks on. If you think the question is true, which side are you going to? If you think it's false, which side are you going to? Nice job. All right. First question, fact or crap? The hashtag symbol, you guys know which symbol we're talking about, right? That symbol is called an octothorpe. True or false? An octothorpe. Do you think that is true or is that false? How many people, do we have people in the Zoom call?
Grace is on.
Grace, what's up? It is good to see you. I can't see you, but Sam can see you. If you think it is true, you're over on this side. If you think it is false, you are over on this side. The hashtag symbol is called an octothorpe. What is Grace's answer online?
She doesn't know the question.
The hashtag symbol is called an octothorpe. The correct answer is true. Nice job, everyone over on the true side. The hashtag symbol is called an octothorpe. So it is 3 and 3.
I'll type it out. She didn't get her answer.
Okay.
I'll just type it out so she knows.
Okay. All right. It is tied 3-3. We are
Anybody
moving
online
on.
Get it?
She didn't get the answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got to do a better job asking the question so Grace can hear it in time. Give her enough time. All right. Fact or crap? True is over here. False is over here. The Nile is the world's longest river. The Nile is the world's longest river. Is that true or is that false? You can go ahead. Move. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to let that move, letting them go. Do we have an answer from Grace?
Grace, can you give a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
The Nile is the world's longest river. We got a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Neither.
Grace, give us a thumbs up if you think it's true, or a thumbs down if you think it's false. The Nile, thumbs up. That is the correct answer. The Nile is the longest
1, 2, 3,
river
4, 5, 6,
in
and
the
one
world.
online, correct? Is
That
right?
is correct. 7 points for the girls. Nice job, Grace. Nice job, ladies. The guys elected to split their vote evenly so that they would get points no matter what.
10-6.
10-6, ladies. Nice job. Here we go. We're going to get a tricky one. Yeah,
You were at 3 and I gave you 7. So
but those are the
Oh, I
guys.
did the wrong way.
Melissa, speaking of, calling out the scorekeeping over there. That's right. There is no other way to do it. All right, the ladies have 10 and the guys have 6.
Well, I don't usually have that good a handwriting.
Guys have 6.
6. They had 3. They got 7
There we go. We're all set. Here we go. All right. Fact or crap? The fig is known as a rich man's food in the Middle East. Is that true or false? The fig, like Fig Newtons, is known as a rich man's food in the Middle East. Grace, we need a thumbs up or a thumbs down. She's got a thumbs up. Grace going with thumbs up. The fig is known as a rich man's food in the Middle East. True is over here. False is over here. 3, 2.
In the chat, she said it's true.
All right. The correct answer is false.
False.
The fig is not known as a rich man's food in the Middle East. So the girls got 2. The guys got 1. Girls continue pulling ahead. Everyone over here was wrong. Guys, what happened?
We haven't been to the Middle East.
That's fair. I will accept that as a valid excuse. All right. I feel like most of us will get this one right. A bear their body temperature will rise during hibernation, keeping it alive. Is that true or is that false? A bear's body temperature will rise during hibernation, keeping it alive. Grace is going with true. We've got some fluctuating here. You've got 3 seconds. Got to get where you're going. 3, 2,
That's
1.
the true side. This is the false side.
False is over here. True is over here. The correct answer is false. A bear's body temperature does not rise during hibernation. We've got 3 points for the girls, 1 for the guys. Man.
Yeah, it's like those mind guys that just write that down.
Rob, what's the score update over there?
The score is 15-8.
Oh my goodness. Ladies
girls
are
are
killing
crushing
it. Nice job. I think we need to go up to double points because the
Double
guys
point
are
round.
falling behind. We got to get the guys back in it.
You better
These
make
points,
your move or else the girls are going to really stomp you out of existence.
double points. Here we go. Jupiter's day. Space, right? Jupiter. Jupiter's day lasts under 10 Earth hours. True or false? Jupiter's day
That means that's the time
lasts
that Jupiter takes to rotate
all the way around.
Not around the sun, around its own pole.
We've got true over here, false. Grace says false. We've got fluctuating. You gotta go. You gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side. 3, 2, 1. I will accept Abram coming across late. Jupiter's day does in fact last less than 10 hours. We've got 2 right answers. Did Grace have true or false? I can't remember. She said false. So we've got 4 points for the girls. No points for the guys.
19-8.
19-8. Yeah, the orbit for Jupiter takes significantly longer, right? That's a different
Day
question.
is just its spin, just its rotation.
All right, here we go.
That's why it's spinning so fast. That's why it's got a storm that's lasted for 400 years.
I want to make sure we have a good one here.
Because of the atmosphere. See all the swirling winds.
Wow.
Spinning so fast.
All right, geographical question here. Geographical. Middle East. Geographical question. Sao Paulo is Brazil's largest city. Sao Paulo is Brazil's largest city. Fact or crap? Sao Paulo is Brazil's largest city. Is that true or is that false? Grace says false. We've got 4 ladies going true.
You go that way.
Ryan says true. 3, 2, 1. That is in fact a fact. The ladies continue absolutely destroying the guys. This is
We got 2.
this is a massacre.
Grace score?
Grace said false.
Okay. So we are at 27-10.
Guys,
Yeah, Nate.
we gotta press timeout here, because I feel like the guys need a pep talk. I feel like the guys are just not going to. What's going on here? What's going on, guys?
They can't trust
They can't trust
We're
Jeff,
doing the same thing every time.
but you should try and answer the question.
We are. Someone who answers.
Well, you guys have 17 points to make up.
Here. Whatever you think is right, go to the opposite side of the room and score some points.
We need some points, guys. Here we go. Modern. This is a musical question. Musical question. Are we ready? Modern pianos have 88 keys. Modern pianos have 88 keys. True or false? How many keys
It's older.
does a piano, today's modern piano, have? Grace says fact. Lots of facts over here. They're slowly moving. He's staying. That is a fact. 88 keys on the modern piano. The guys had a solid round there. The guys had a solid round. Only one got it wrong.
Doubled our score.
Every
6?
7, 14. Guys, the ladies just scored 14 points. In that round, they scored more points than you guys had in the entire game. That's not good.
41
Guys,
to 20.
41 to 20. The guys are getting doubled up. This is your fault. Oh my goodness.
No, it's my fault.
Finger pointing is going on.
Boys, pay attention.
Here we go.
Your team needs you.
True or false? Poor hydration can cause wrinkles. True or false?
That's why people in Florida are
Poor hydration
Nothing to do with age.
can cause wrinkles. Poor hydration can cause wrinkles. Grace is going on
Guys,
the
you're not
track.
even in the true or false world. You're over here. It's true or false. You're gonna get 0. You're gonna get neither. You get negative points. You're out of bounds. You're out of bounds.
Out of bounds is 0
False
points.
over here.
5, 4, 3. Okay, I think we're ready. That is true. Dehydration can cause wrinkles, and that is our final round. That is our final round right there. So, make sure you hydrate. We've got some bottled waters over here. And then go ahead and grab a seat. Would you
Girls
say,
eked it
Sam?
out, by the way. Girls eked out the win. 47.
Hydration is important. Hydration is important, guys. Yeah, let her, Grace, we will be back in the Zoom room, but for now, make sure you're over on either Facebook or YouTube so you can just watch while we do our lesson and we won't have... Yeah, we're going to kick you out, but then when we come back to play Family Feud, we'll let you back in. Sound good? Awesome. All right, guys, here is what we need to do. We've got our guys on this side. We've got our ladies on this side. Make sure you are socially distanced unless you live with someone. That's perfect. You guys are fine just like that. Guys over here, if we can spread out just a little bit more, that would make me feel a little bit better. That's great. You guys are doing good. I appreciate it. So, we are in our series on Back to the Basics. Back to the basics. And so far we've talked about our quiet time with the Lord. We've talked about coming to church. Tonight we're going to talk about something super, super important that all of us should practice as often as we can. But before we do that, what I would love for us to do is to take 60 seconds, literally just 60 seconds, and do Happy Crappies in your group. Real quick. This is like a lightning round. You have to go so fast. We'll be right back here in 60 seconds. Go.
Went way too fast. Okay, crappy. Crappy. Alright, did we get it at the time?
It's more of a, figurative 60 seconds, but we've got 5 seconds left.
Hey, I didn't know if you noticed we're very competitive.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done, gentlemen. Did we get through everyone over here? How much more time we need? Couple more seconds. Grace, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat what you're happy, what was awesome this week, and what was not good this week. Let us know. We want to know. We'll share it with the rest of the group. Oh, and if you are, I was just going off of Grace because she was the one in the Zoom room, but I know that Emma was there. Let us know what your happy crappies are online. We want to share those with your group so we can know what's going on. And everyone's like, what was the happiest of the happies over here, Melissa? If you had to pick one.
We have a birthday run coming up next weekend for our grandkids, so.
That's awesome. That's a ton of fun. I love it. What about over here? Happiest of the happies.
Oh, these guys are all, like, it's unanimous, super excited about school starting up soon.
Somehow, I don't believe that. But
Jack turned 18, that's pretty
Jack, welcome to adulthood, sir. It's good to have some company, I guess. Yes. Guys, happy crappies for me. This last weekend, I went to Milwaukee on a little vacation, like my last trip of the summer, and it was so much fun. You guys want to know something about Milwaukee right now? You know when you guys go like to the grocery store or to like maybe you go to Naperville, Batavia, wherever, there's like people everywhere, right? You have to socially distance and you're wearing your mask all the time. Here's the thing about Milwaukee, guys. There was nobody there. It was so easy to socially distance. It was a ton of fun. So that was my highlight. And I did lock myself out of my apartment. That was a not good moment. That was definitely the crappy. But I got it figured out. So that's pretty much been my week. I locked myself out and I went to Milwaukee. Tonight we are talking about generosity. Okay? So what I want you to start thinking about is, first of all, we need to think about generosity as not just giving money, right? How many of you guys know there are so many other ways that you can be generous, right? You can give of your time. You can give of your energy. You can be generous by just being a listener, right? So just start thinking about that. But then what I want you to be thinking about is what is the most generous thing that you have ever seen someone else do? Not you, but what is something so generous that maybe was done for you, or you saw someone do for someone else that is the most generous thing that you can think of? So start thinking about that. We are looking at Luke chapter 21, verses 1 through 4. This is a super popular passage, so lots of you guys will know it. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. Now, if we pause right there, right, and we think about the most generous thing that we've ever seen done. For me, when I think about those things, guys, a lot of times they fall into that first category, where it's something extravagant. I think one of the first things that came to my mind was when LeBron James opened up this school in Ohio, right? Have you guys heard anything about that? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So LeBron James grew up in a rough neighborhood. He was raised by his mom. He grew up and didn't really have a lot of positive role models in his life, right? But he's a phenomenal athlete. He makes it. He's one of the best basketball players in the whole world, right? So what does he do? He goes back to the city that he grew up in, and he starts a school for kids in the neighborhoods that he grew up in, growing up in circumstances like him. Millions of dollars, right? It's this awesome thing. It's so cool. But a lot of times, some of the most generous, most giving things that we can do don't look like that at all. Sometimes they're little things. They're tiny. They don't involve much money at all. We see this poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. And then what does Jesus say? What does Jesus have to say about this woman's gift? He says, "Truly I tell you," he said, "this poor widow has put in more than all of the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on." Now, I think about you guys. I think, man, I don't know. How many of you guys would say that you are rolling in the dough? Anybody out there? Ryan is rolling in the dough. We gotta hang out more, man. I love it. That's great. So, as a middle schooler, you don't have a ton of money. You guys don't have a job, right? No one in here has like a job. Eric has a job. Sam might have a job. We're waiting to find out. Jack, what do you do? What's your job? That's great. How many of you guys do jobs kind of like that? Like stuff around the house? Yeah. So maybe you get a couple of bucks a week, maybe $10. I don't know what it's like in your family, but you're not like saving and buying a house. You're not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not quite the same as the rich guy in this situation, right? What can you do to be generous with what you have? Maybe it's not your money. Maybe it's not the awesome stuff that you have. But what are the ways that you can be generous right now? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. And being generous, it doesn't always require money, but it does require commitment and dedication. It requires becoming aware of a need, someone close to you, someone in your community, and doing your best to find ways to meet that need. And here's the thing, you might not always have all of the resources to meet that need. It might be bigger than we're capable of handling. But you can always find the heart to be generous and to gather people around you who are able and willing to journey and be generous with you. We're going to keep looking at these habits, right? And generosity is something that we need to form a consistent habit of being generous with our lives, because that is how Christ loved us. He didn't hold anything back. He wasn't stingy with his love towards us, but he poured himself out and he gave everything that he had. And he calls us to do the same, to treat our neighbor as ourselves, to give away what we have. So the first thing, our first point tonight is that we have to start with the right heart and the right attitude. Now, what I want you guys to do is get back into your groups and tell your group what is the most generous thing that you have ever seen. Take like 60 seconds. We'll come back here in just a second. But what is the most generous thing you've ever heard about or ever seen? Go ahead and talk about it. And if you are watching online, let us know in the chat, what is the most generous story you have ever heard? So much generosity being shared right now.
Unbelievably shocking, but there's this homeless dude and he had like a big bucket of water, like water bottles. And we were talking to him for a bit. We made like care packages and stuff like that. And he gave us some of the water to us, even though he was homeless and we can't use it for him as well.
That would be a pretty solid. Who instead of getting birthday presents, they say, you know what, I don't need birthday presents. I want gifts to go or whatever, to go to whatever organization. That's pretty, like, birthdays are pretty important.
What's your example?
A lot of people are like, ooh, gift time. And they're like, you know what, my gift is being able to give somewhere else. That's an awesome example. What's that? Yeah. How so?
Someone who has paid my tuition at college because they found out I was going to have to withdraw.
That's a good example, because I was at Feed My Starving Children, which I have my family members. So we were in St. Table with, and it was some girl, she was about 12 years old.
Forget about it, but like,
Instead of having she had the option to friends over, do an overnight, go to a party at, I don't know, some fun place somewhere, but she opted to have her friends meet her
what was it? Listening llamas? Listening llamas. There it is. Listening llamas. Guys, it's been so long. I forgot how to do listening llamas. Guys.
What does that mean for the new people?
Yeah, that's great. We're going to practice listening llamas really quick for all of our 6th graders who are with us here. So listening llamas means that it's time to stop talking and get your attention back to the front of the room, whoever is speaking. So when I go like this, everyone puts your hand up in the air and you've got listening llamas. Wow, so great. So let's talk amongst ourselves. Be really disruptive in your communication too. Like, go ahead and talk loudly. We're going to put this to the test. You guys have you've been doing school at home for too long. Like, be disruptive. Like, talk amongst yourselves. Really.
Hear about this guy Ken?
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've heard lots about him.
Great job, guys. That was good. I heard lots of Ken dissing going on, though. I wasn't too thrilled about that, but so, thanks.
Hey, listening llama.
All right, guys. So when we're talking about generosity, it's really easy for me to get distracted by the size of the gift. It's really easy for me to look at someone who donates millions of dollars to open a school and be like, wow, they're living such a generous lifestyle. But guys, it all starts with your heart and having the right attitude. When you are being generous, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Am I doing this so that I feel good about myself for giving this to this person? Or am I doing this because it's an overflow of God's love for me? And a lot of times when there's these big, extravagant gifts, these big, extravagant gestures, it's about something different than just giving. It's about making yourself look good or feeling good about yourself. There's all of these sports centers all around the world that are named after corporate organizations. Why? Because the corporate organization wants to make it seem like they're giving back to that city, that they are investing in that city. But really, what are they getting out of it? Money, marketing, right? So what is going on in our heart when we give? And this passage about the widow illustrates that. The widow gave those 2 pennies, and it was all that she had. And that was the gift that Jesus pointed to and said, that is how we should live our lives. That is how we should give. He didn't point to the big, extravagant gifts. He pointed to the small gift because it was given with the right heart. And guys, that's good news for me. It's good news for you guys because it means that for our generosity to honor the Lord, for Him to be pleased in the way that we love other people, we don't have to have extravagant gifts, because I can't give extravagant gifts. You guys can't give extravagant gifts right now. Maybe someday you'll be able to, but right now, you can be generous with the way that you live your life, and it be something that Jesus looks at and says, Josiah gave in a way that honored me. That was a great gift. Or Hannah gave of her life in a way that honored me. It starts with your heart and with your attitude. Is it about making yourself feel good, or is it about helping and loving the people around you? Guys, the second thing is being generous takes practice. It's not just something that you wake up one day and you're like, wow, now I'm going to be a very generous person all the time. There's certain people that are wired more that way, but even those people have to make a habit out of being generous. The practice of weekly giving or monthly giving, like tithing particularly, is a spiritual habit that helps us develop a generous heart. But generosity is not just about money, right? You can be generous with your time, your skills, your abilities, and your encouragement, your smiles, your creativity. Seriously, there are endless ways that you can be generous and pour out love to other people. So we're going to talk here for just a second here. Lost my question. Sorry, guys. have you ever given money to an outreach or to people in need? Actually, I don't like that question. Besides giving money, what are other ways to be generous? Give a specific example of how you've been generous in one of those ways. Do you guys understand the question? Besides money, what are other ways you can be generous, and give an example, a specific example of how you can do that. If you're watching online, type it in the comments. You've got 60 seconds. Let me know ways you can be generous. Go.
Louder?
Feed my starving children, packing meals for people.
Nice.
For like a family member, a relative, or a neighbor. You ever done anything? That's a great example. But like, think about things maybe you've done for people that maybe you just kind of did something that you're like, I noticed something that would help that person.
Right?
Do it.
So I have a great grandma in a nursing home. Was closed down for a while. So I went and saw her.
Okay.
It was kind of funny 'cause she had Alzheimer's. So it was like,
Okay.
I saw her. Made
So-
her feel better.
You did?
Gotta keep the wrinkles away.
Like a feeling alone.
That's being generous with your time. That's nice. Have you guys ever done something, you guys ever have like a parent say, hey, can you go do this for the neighbors or elderly neighbors, like, could you mow the lawn, could you, take their garbage cans in for them, you guys ever have that kind of thing? Those are things that, are good ways to sometimes.
We had a neighbor who had a tree fall over. And he's busy with work and they have a low leaf. So I brought my kids over and had them drag all the stuff and I cut it. Just one of those things of, I have time, they don't.
Yeah, that's a great way to serve people. We had that recently, somebody was one PSA in our district. My son was interviewing for a job that same day, so I knew, they were like, they wanted him to do it, and then like, I know he's stressed out on his job to do, so I'll just go with that. But then one came to me, no, you know what, it'd be a lot nicer if I could give you a Uber instead of making it.
You know, Rob, you had a quote not too long ago that you said that stuck with me where you had a neighbor, someone that needed a ride somewhere. And they were like, and you were like, I'll give you a ride. And they were like adamant that they wanted to pay for the gas or something. You said, I need to live in a world where it's okay for a neighbor to help another neighbor out and not have an expectation of getting
Yeah,
something back.
yeah.
And that stuck with me. I don't remember when it was said. I maybe read it on Facebook or something, but that one stuck with me that I was like, that's so true.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some.
Any comments online, Sam?
I did.
I wrote down the before it went forward.
Yeah, I wanna live in a world where I'm not expecting something back.
Okay.
Or helping someone.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Great job on the listening llamas, guys. What did you guys come up with? What are ways that you can be generous? If you've got a good answer, shout it out. Raise your hand, and then I'll call on you. Shout it out. We had one online. Sam, what did Josh say?
Using your own time to help a neighbor move furniture.
That's exactly what we're talking about. What else? What other ideas? How can you be generous with your life? Audrey.
My grandma, she had her gear replaced twice, so we had to help her out with stuff.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great example. Somebody else. Maybe one of the guys over here. Nobody? Abram, what do you got? That's great. You just had like 3 solid answers right there. That was so good. Let's do like 1 or 2 more. How can you be generous? Maddie. Yeah, exactly. You can serve at Hesed House. Go feed my starving children. Those are great examples. Rob.
I've seen a lot of kids over the years in youth group, including some that are here tonight. They're like involved in spotlight.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can be generous by giving up the spotlight for someone else who needs that encouragement. So there's different ways you can serve somebody, but giving somebody a chance to shine is a great way to serve somebody.
I like that. That's really great, Rob. That's really great. Guys, I am over my time, so I'm going to wrap things up here really quick, okay? When you give, don't just make it a one-time thing. Give and give and give and make it a habit. The more that you give away, the more that the Lord will bless you, and He will start to change your heart and encourage you to be gracious, to be loving, to give your life away. Because that's who Jesus is. That is what He did for us. Jesus is asking us to train our hearts to be generous so we can help meet the needs of people around us. Once we have the right attitude and then start to practice that generously, we can begin leading a lifestyle of generosity that keeps growing and growing for the rest of our lives. I have one fun question I want to ask you guys really quick, and then we'll talk about it and come back and play Family Feud, okay? If you had $1 million to help other people however you wanted to, how would you use that money and why? You can't use any of it on yourself. $1 million, how would you use it and why? Go. Online, let us know you've got $1 million. What are you doing with it?
Wait, here, houses and cars? I would invest it so that you could use the interest to have a foundation that continues to serve whatever that thing is for a long time. I love it like that. It serve beyond your existence.
Got yourself an endowment just going out the rock.
I think that's so cool. Like even just what we do over here. Ed Tiffany's that way, you know? It's like, who has that kind of forethought? That's fantastic.
My thing is, if I were to win the lottery, one, I'd have to start playing. But the other part, if I were to win it, I would build a gymnasium. Just
That would be awesome.
that's, because I grew up in a
10 seconds.
in a row that we had the gym.
It's a great song. I recommend you listen to it in its entirety.
Send it to me. I'll check it out.
I don't know how.
Oh. Find it on YouTube and text it to me.
Okay, I'll do that.
5 seconds. Great job. Oh, ladies were on it. You guys were so good. If you had $1 million, how would you spend it? What would you do?
We had a bunch of buying cars and houses for people here.
Okay. Audrey. Okay. All right. Maddie. Yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah. Ryan.
I would buy a park full of like mini house, like one-room houses
Okay.
per person. So and like a care package to fill those houses, so whoever stays in them can live comfortably.
That's really cool. I think that's a great idea, actually. Maddie.
Donate it to like a charity support.
Yeah, that's great. Eric.
I would build a gym here.
Oh my goodness. That's the best answer right there. Guys, can you imagine all the basketball, volleyball, dodgeball? Oh my goodness. All the stuff we could play if we had a gym. Yeah.
$1 million gym?
Indoor, gaga ball. Oh. We're just waiting for that $1 million donor to give something towards Ginger Creek. In the middle of a pandemic, I'm sure that's exactly where they're going to spend their money. Josiah, is that a hand? Did you have your hand up or no? All right. Last call. If you had $1 million, how would you spend it? All right. Guys, I'm going to pray and then we are going to continue our family feud. But before we do that, I want to encourage you guys. First of all, it's just so good to be here with you. And as we're working through this Back to the Basics series, what are the things you're reading? What are you doing in your Bible study time in the morning? is that something that you're making a priority? Because if you don't, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you will work and build that habit into your life while you're in middle school, guys, that God will show up and he will grow in your life and he will have that intimacy in a relationship with you that it talks about in Scripture. And if you will be committed to coming here, to come into Lightco, come into Sunday morning, tuning in online, guys, that is how you grow in community. And if you start to do those things, God will start to move in your life and he will start to transform you and you'll look more and more like Jesus every single day. Will you guys pray with me? Lord, thank you for just all my friends here, all my friends online. I pray that you would bless everyone as we go our separate ways tonight. Help us to live generous lives. Help us to live lives that honor you and glorify you through our generosity. We love you, and just help us have an awesome rest of the night. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, Rob, I'm going to go up to the back over there to run our TV screens up here. Sam has got the people headed over to the Zoom room. So if Emma or Josh Carther or Grace, if you want to play Family Feud with us, head over to Zoom. Get in the waiting room. Sam will let all of you guys in, and then we've played Family Feud so many times before. You guys know how this works. It's girls against guys. Girls, do the guys stand a chance tonight? No, they don't. We are playing...
We're not going to take that, are we?
No! They weren't paying attention.
Rob, the questions will be up on the screen.
Same.
Yep. We are doing at the movies. You can have students come right up here and then they can look at those.
Okay, great.
Yep.
I need the leaders to quickly create an order, and then help me follow that order as we play the game. And first players can come on up.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Ken, I can't read the question if I do it that way. I'm gonna have to flip it around.
Yeah. Situate yourself however you see fit.
All right.
See,
Guys,
I'm starting with that top part.
girls, you're looking at that TV. Guys, you're looking at that one. If the question's gonna come up, we're playing the Family Feud. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Are we ready, Ken?
I'm ready.
Game on. Here we go. Round one. Name a movie about robots. Raise your hand. Right here.
Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6. It's a buzz. Somehow it's not on there. That was a great answer. Do we have an answer?
His name is Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. We're going to go to the next, we're going to the second girl. What's the order here? Maddie, just stay where you're at. Tell me, a movie about robots. You can have a seat here. The movie Robots is about robots. That's the number 5 answer. When we're playing this way and we go to the back, it's the first one that gets on the board gets to choose. Maddie, you get to choose for your team. Are the girls going to play or are they going to pass to the guys? If you pass, you get a chance to steal later on if you want to play it. You name off all the robots. You guys, if you're questioning whether or not you can do it, pass to the guys and maybe you'll get a chance to steal. Maddie, you have to choose. There's no wrong answer. You want to play or pass?
Play.
They're gonna play. They're gonna play. You can have a seat. Who's the next person? Right here. Wally, Ken. Is Wally on the board? It's the last answer, the number 7. There were 2 other responses. That was the hardest one to get. Good answer. Who's next? Buzz, that's your first strike. We got 2 more. Who's next? Kai's next. How did you pick this order? Wow. I'm gonna need you every time. If you haven't chosen yet, be thinking of one. Now you got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You have one? No answer, Ken. You got 1 chance left. Who's up? Who's next? Little Maddie? Yeah, Little Maddie. Okay. I cannot hear you. Transformers! It's on the board. Nice job, nice job. I think we might be going to the back here.
She hasn't gone yet.
Right? Were we the last one?
Yeah.
iRobot!
Oh.
Yeah! The number 1 answer. Good job.
I mean,
Who was the first one up?
She was first, but then, you were second, right? You're second. No. Yeah.
Yep. There are 4 answers taken. There's 3 left. What's that? Robo Doggy? Is that a movie? Robo Doggy! It's not on there. The guys have a chance to steal. I think they've had plenty of time to talk about it. Guys, do we have an answer? The Terminator! It's on the board! Guys, start off. Boy, the girls were taunting them. They're going to take it to them tonight. Guys, start off in the lead. Next player. Huh? Oh, the other ones. We want to hear the rest of them. Yeah, number 2. Thank you, Sam. Number 2. Oh, number 7. The Iron Giant. Great flick, by the way. If you've never seen that one. Surprisingly good film. Number 2. RoboCop. All right. Very good. Next players on the stage, please. Leaders, help out. Whoever guessed. Maddie, you're second, I think. Dathan and Maddie. Are you ready? Good. Here we go. Name a famous movie studio right here first.
Hollywood?
Hollywood. Is that a famous movie studio? Is Hollywood on there as a studio?
big X up there saying no.
It says no. It's a no buzz. You got the silent X. Maddie.
Broadway.
Broadway. We go to the guys.
Universal.
Universal. I think we got a good shot on this one. Universal's not on there? That was a good answer. Who's next over here?
The Walt Disney Studios.
Disney. Number 2 answer. You get to choose. Do you want to play or pass? They're going to pass. Guys, next up. Is there no one in the lobby playing right now? Okay. Abram is up and he says Marvel. So that's a big buzz. That's strike number 1. It says we're talking about studios are the companies that make the movies. Who's the next guy? Pixar. I think we have a winner here. Number 1 answer. Number 1 answer. Who's next? Eric.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, they've made so many good movies. The number 4 answers. All right.
Back to the beginning.
Who? Back to Ryan? Ryan's up.
DC.
DC. Strike 2. We got 1 left. Who's up? Jack. Is that right? Or who's up? Dathan's up. No helping.
It's already been answered.
I can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, Fox.
Fox. It's on the board. Nice. 20th Century Fox. Good answer. Who's next? Who's after you? Jack's up. He had Universal, such a good answer. He didn't get on the board. You got another one, Jack?
It's the one with the lion. Lionsgate? Lionsgate. Yes.
The one with the lion. I know what he's talking about. I don't know if I should say it out loud. Does it count? It's Metro Golden Mare. Oh!
You just say gold win, right?
I don't know. I probably massacred it, but that's the one.
Because a lot of people say golden, but it's G-O-L-D-W-Y.
Goldwyn. That was the guy's name, right?
Yeah.
It was a guy named Goldwyn. Girls, yep. Chance to steal. What'd you say? DreamWorks. They tied it up. They tied it up. Nice job, girls. Sam, what's the number 5 answer on that board? Or 8 if you want to, wherever you're starting around here.
Good.
Oh, we got Ken. Is Ken doing that? I'm having Sam do it. Is it Ken? I don't know why I'm talking to him. Touchstone. Number 7, Ken. Columbia. Number 5. Paramount. All right. Next up, let's play the feud. We're tied up. Come on, next up. Keep track of who you were after. I think Dalton was, Dathan was the last one up, so who's the next? Abrams up.
Jack went to get us the other one.
Wait, what? I didn't go up.
It has to do with who was on stage last.
Stand in and you put an answer up.
All right.
Didn't get it, so you didn't have
Look at the screen in front of you, not behind you, in front of you. And here we go. Name a famous Pixar character. Hands up if you got an answer. Right here. Woody. Number 4 answer, Woody. Name
Buzz
a famous-
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. The number 1. Nice. Stay here.
Oh, stay here.
You get to choose. Is your team going to play or pass?
Play.
They're going to play. Good choice. Passing has paid off the first 2 rounds, but this is a new category. Name a famous Pixar character. Who's up? Lightning McQueen? It's on there. I didn't think I'd be on there. Nice one. Eric. Wally. Yeah, he got the hard one out of the way. The last one. Who's next? Brian's up. If you can think of a Pixar movie, you might recall a character from it.
That is a good strategy.
I'm just giving some real basic hints. Tomato? Tomato? No. Not one of the top answers. Strike 1. Who's next? Dathan's next. You better come up with some good ones. These girls have time to plot. You got 5 seconds, Dathan. All you need is a character from a Pixar movie. Andy from Toy Story. Bzzzt. The Pixar lamp. Strike 3. The ladies have a chance to steal. Get in on this.
Rob, this is our last round. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. This is the last round. This is for all the marbles tonight. The ladies, you are going to win it or go down in flames. Or as Manny would say, to the toilet. What's your answer? That's your answer? The guys have won! Best it all on. Nice job, nice job. Ken, are we exiting out?
Yeah, guys, it's been awesome being with you today. We are headed out that way. Grab some hand sanitizer on your way. And then, wait for you. And we will see you guys back here next week at 6:30.
All right. Thanks for a great night, guys.
They're at the